I make sure that I draw the map. When you draw a line in whatever, this is office and this is house, you'll be able to juggle both way and see. Even the men, because when the men see that, okay, this is the kind of person that this person is, they will not really dare do whatever they don't want to do with you.
So you're simply saying that as a woman, you were not afraid of the male gender. You only focus on your passion,
on my passion,
and the ability to achieve whatever you wanted to achieve. Thank you very much. Now, your philanthropic work has earned you numerous awards. Can you share one or two stories where your role as a mother motivated you to give out to the society? Because we know that from your activities that you've been giving out, reaching out to various community, giving out without looking back, unconditionally, what are those things that motivated you to give out to the society?
You see, they said charity begins at home. And when you have empathy, a lot of things will be smooth for you in a way, because I believe that when you are giving out, maybe you're reaching out one way or the other to somebody or to neighbor, to whoever, is a passion and is God calling, because not everybody has the mind of giving. This is what I really want to, and that is what the lesson I've been teaching, imbibe in my children. And up to today, I thank God for who they are and what they are doing in their own field. To me, I believe in giving out. And I believe when you give Almighty God, you get a reward for it. And that is what has been keeping me going. And maybe because of my upbringing or where I'm coming from, and there is gift, reward in giving out. I believe that is what has been keeping me going.
Thank you so much.
We'll
go on a short break. Please stay tuned. Motherhood is a transformative journey that shapes our children and us. It's filled with joy, challenges, and profound growth. Today, we honor the unsung heroes, our mothers, whose love and dedication lay the foundation for our achievements. Motherhood teaches resilience, the strength to wake up each day with purpose, despite sleepless nights. This resilience empowers us to overcome obstacles and reach our goals. It fosters creativity and problem solving. From soothing a crying baby to managing a household, mothers develop invaluable skills that drive success in ever-changing environments. Today, we celebrate every mother who has doubted herself yet continue to push forward. Your love, sacrifices, and commitment are the true markers of success. You are the heartbeat of your family, and your influence reaches far beyond your home. Today, to all the mothers watching, remember this: your journey, filled with love and perseverance, is the foundation of all-round achievements. You are raising the next generation of dreamers, leaders, and innovators. Your role is powerful.
Imagine stepping into a world where every breath refreshes your spirit. Our premium diffusers transform any space into a sanctuary using only natural, non-toxic ingredients. With quality-absorbent reeds, they deliver long-lasting, soothing scents that eliminate unpleasant odors, promote relaxation, reduce stress, and enhance your mood. Choose from tropical mango to a refreshing mountain breeze. Elevate your environment and discover a non-toxic way to improve the air you breathe. With Christian Creations, your home becomes a personal escape to paradise. Experience the freshness today.
Welcome back to Mighty Moms on Achievement Channel. Hajiya Bola, as a mother, you have likely instilled values of leadership and community in your children. Now, how do you think your role as a mother and as a leader influences social change, especially in the area of family and societal levels?
Okay, I think there is an adage that says charity begins at home. And whatever anybody wants to do, especially mothers, you just have to imbibe a good relationship with your children, have a good relationship with your children, and you instill an empathy, responsibility to these kids, and let them know that life is not the way it is. This will enable them to attain whatever level that they want to achieve in life. And as a mother, this role applies to you also, because whatever you are doing, the kids are watching, and that is what they can be able to leverage on. But now, as a mother that knows the responsibility at home, should be able to work our way out in a different way. That, okay, this is my family and this is what is happening to me at office or in a community that you find yourself.
Okay, so what you're simply saying is that your ability to instill the leadership traits,
yes.
Your ability to train your children to reach out to the community, just like you
yes, and lead by example,
has enabled you to be able to influence the society as well.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. Now, what advice would you want to give to a mother or mothers watching you right now who aspire to make a global change, whether in business, social change, or in their community? Mothers are watching you, they are listening to you, and they know that you're a philanthropist, and they want to be who you are. They would like to do what you are doing. What advice would you want to give to them?
My advice to mothers is believe in yourself. When you believe in yourself, you'll be able to move mountain. Because especially, I'm using myself as an example. I believe in myself. I know that I can do it. That is why I'm doing it. I'm a mother of 4. To God be the glory. And I'm self-employed and a career woman. You'll be able to juggle both ways if you believe in yourself and you have the strength, because you have the strength of your family and the support. If your family supports you in whatever you are doing, you'll be able to move mountain within the space of your responsibility. So that is what I can say to that. Believe in yourself.
So mothers out there have to believe in themselves.
Yes, know your strength.
If you have a dream, you have to go head on and pursue it,
know your strength,
and achieve it within your strength. That's what you say.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, we cannot continue if I do not bring this in. Hajiya Bola, you are a busy woman with your career spanning over 30 years. I know you hold a lot of responsibilities.
Yeah.
I want to ask you, how do you unwind? We are talking about self-care now. How do you unwind What do you do to unwind?
Well, my friends knows me that I'm a very bubbly person, because when you finish from the day's work, the responsibility now is you are going home to make sure that you take the home responsibility. I don't joke with my family in my home space. I make sure that I have my family around me, and I party a lot with my friends, and I practice mindfulness and meditation. And apart from that one, I dance a lot. You know, I listen to music and dance, and I do a lot of small exercise. I'm not an exercise freak, but I think I do a lot of exercise, maybe environment friendly. I can just take a walk around within the environment there and do some certain things. But most important thing is that I stay with my family. With my family is number one.
You stay with your family, you
Yeah.
spend time with your family because you are a family person.
Yeah.
You meditate a lot.
Yes.
You exercise.
Yes.
And you party.
Yes. So
We will take a short break. Mighty Mom returns shortly.
Are you in governance?
You need public speaking.
Are you in business?
You need public speaking.
Are you a professional?
You need public speaking.
Learn how to overcome nervousness and speak with confidence before any audience at the School of Eloquence, the home of public speaking.
Attend our practical and training one-on-one coaching with West Africa's only certified speaking professional in Lagos and Abuja.
Call 0802 3032 066. Log on to schoolofeloquence.org. School of Eloquence.
Teaching the world to speak.
Welcome back to the Mighty Moms on Achievement Channel. We still have a Mighty Mom in the studio with us today, Hajia Bola Muse. Hajia has shared some incredible lessons and insight on the journey of motherhood, and of course, on her career as a maritime professional. Now, let's move on to Moment of Connection, where we'll be hearing directly from some of our viewers. Goodness Abiola on X wrote, philanthropy requires a lot of financial resources and support. If you were not in the maritime field, would you still be a philanthropist? Again, on X, Faith Robinson wrote, I still struggle with self-care. I'm a mom of one toddler and my husband doesn't want a house help. How do I submit and still have time to take care of myself? Cracking
Okay.
questions. What are your thoughts, Hajia?
is everything still boiled down to yourself. Who are you, and what do you want for yourself?
Who are you answering now? Is it the
The question,
if
yes.
you were, okay.
Yes, everything still boiled down to the question. I'm answering to the question now.
Okay.
So about the goodness.
Okay, goodness is asking if you were a philanthropist.
Yes, that's it. If she said
you were
we're not a
in the
maritime
industry, will you still be a philanthropist?
Sure, I will, because being a philanthropist is a passion. It's a matter of mind. It doesn't have anything to do with your work ability. So it's a passion. I will still be there because I believe that Almighty God has given me the strength to be able to assist the needy. What stops me? Even if I'm a cake bean seller on the street, the little one I have, I will still use it to assist the needy. I will still be there. I will still do that.
So philanthropy has nothing to
To
do
do
with your
with
career. It's the ability to give. When
It's a passion.
necessary.
Yeah.
You must have the passion to
Yeah,
give.
to give.
Thank you. Then the second
Second one,
had
she
to-
says she's a mother of toddler.
her husband doesn't want her
Want
to
her
have-
herself. Yeah. Maybe what she should do is she should first of all understand herself. What does she want? Because if your husband do not want you to get an answer, and you're a mother of one, you have a long way to go. All men want a concentration on their child, but it's left to you. Thank God to AI now. Everything is easy. You can do a lot of things online without stepping out of anywhere to take care of the home front. So you can do a lot of business online. Think of what you do, know your strengths. You don't need to go out to do a lot of things. So when you go out there, when you are inside the house, you find a computer, go online, check for a lot of things to do on your own, do some research, and you'll be able to take care of the child. When the child, especially maybe when the child is reach the age of going to school, when the child is in the school, you can be able to do 1 or 2 things at home, maybe online, business-wise, you do some business for yourself. And when you are still at home, do some homework as you are still doing. You know, women are multitask. There's nothing women cannot do at one go. So while you are still online, focusing on your business, you can be doing some house chores and everything like that.
And taking care of your baby and your family
before the
at the
baby
same time.
comes back from school. Even if it's at home, if the baby has not even reached the age of going to school, she can still do that too, because the baby will sleep, it will take a nap, and you do a lot of things within that period so that you'll be able to manage and you please everybody. You please yourself, you please your husband, and you please your child. Women are multitasked. There's nothing women cannot
So
do.
a mother has no excuse.
No
If you
excuse.
have a dream.
A
If
dream.
you aspire
Yeah.
to be a career
Just
person,
follow your dream.
As a mother,
and
you
to
can
be-
still.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Haja, thank you so much for taking us through your journey.
Thank you.
Your story has been so inspiring, and I'm sure our viewers out there have also learned 1 or 2 things. Your story has truly shown us that as mothers, we can lead powerful and positive role to change the narrative, even in the maritime industry, which to so many may seem so daunting. Thank you so much. We wish we could continue.
And the woman
having-
should be able to inspire other. Woman
okay.
should
Inspire
others. Because as you move in, you have to make sure that you move
you
other
motivate
people.
another
You motivate
person.
other people.
So as a leader and
Yeah.
as a mother,
Yeah.
you must have the ability to inspire,
Inspire
to
or
mentor,
or
and lead others. Thank you so much. So you don't climb the ladder alone.
Alone, no.
You allow the ladder
To
for
be-
others,
for others to climb.
Okay. Thank you so
Just
much.
like as I'm doing in my community.
In your community. Thank you so much for your inspiration.
Thank you.
We would have continued, but this is where we call it a wrap. Thank you so much for
Thank
being in the
you.
studio with us.
Thank
God
you.
bless you.
Thank you for having me, and thank you. God bless Achievement Channel
Yes.
and Mighty Mom.
A mighty moms,
Thank
because
you.
you are a mighty mom.
Imagine stepping into a world where every breath refreshes your spirit. Our premium diffusers transform any space into a sanctuary using only natural, non-toxic ingredients. With quality-absorbent reeds, they deliver long-lasting, soothing scents that eliminate unpleasant odors, promote relaxation, reduce stress, and enhance your mood. Choose from tropical mango to a refreshing mountain breeze. Elevate your environment and discover a non-toxic way to improve the air you breathe. With Christian Creations, your home becomes a personal escape to paradise. Experience the freshness today.
For our viewers, I hope today's conversation reminds you of your own potential to make an impact, no matter where you are or what field you are in. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today on Mighty Moms. Stay tuned for our next episode, where we continue to celebrate mothers who are making waves in their communities and beyond. Until then, keep dreaming, keep striving, and remember, you have the power to lead change. I'm Sarah Roberts. See you next time.
A new day dawns, full of possibilities. Take the first step towards your dreams. Empower your mind with positive thoughts. Achieve more. Make a difference in someone's life today. Impossibility is nothing.
Hello and welcome to another insightful episode of Career Success, the show dedicated to equipping you with the knowledge and inspiration to excel in your professional life. My name is Sunday Ewolabi, your host, and you're tuned in to the Achievement Channel, Nigeria's first 100% motivational TV station, broadcasting live from the School of Eloquence here in Ikoyi, Lagos, Nigeria. Get ready to be inspired today. We have the privilege of welcoming Mr. John Ewodahe, a true veteran of the Nigerian economic landscape. From his early days as a chartered accountant to setting up financial systems for a pioneering bank and culminating in his impactful leadership at the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria. John's journey is a masterclass in career evolution. He is now a senior partner and CEO. His expertise continues to shape businesses and the public sector. Please give a warm welcome to John. Welcome to Achievement Channel, Mr. John.
Thank you very much, Sunday.
It's been a
nice
pleasure.
to be with you guys here today.
Yeah, all right. Thank you very much. So I see your career started with a very strong foundation in accounting, beginning from the Institute of Management and Technology, Enugu.
Yes.
How has this foundation shaped your success trajectory?
Well, thank you very much for that question. IMT is an institution that really shaped us in the field of accounting. It gave me a mindset that gave me the ability to be able to, have a structured mind. When you are looking at anything, you have structure. You kind of be organized more, and then you now have ethical values that are brought in to those activities that surround you. And then you now also have critical and analytical way of thinking. These are the type of things that we were taught. And so wherever we find ourselves in every profession, you kind of look at everything in an organized format. You structure whatever the situation is. You also look at whether it's ethical, whether they are right, the values that you bring into them. And also, you have to have an analytical mind so that whatever anybody is telling you, you're kind of looking at it from a point of view of looking at it, whether the story adds up. Where there is a gap, you easily find that out, especially when you are looking at things in that manner. Also, it's taught us about discipline. In the accounting profession, you just have to be disciplined. And that means you have to be focused on what you are doing, because accounting sometimes bring out or demands pressure. There are tight deadlines that you have to fulfill. Maybe at the end of the month, you want to prepare the report for that particular end of the month. And you know, in these days, the end of the month is 30th of, maybe say 30th of the month. And you have to bring out your report maybe the first day of the next month and to be able to report on it. That means that you have to walk very a tightrope to be able to get that. Or if you are doing maybe an audit for a client that needs to his accounts, there are some organizations that the regulation demands that they must produce their financials at a particular time, maybe 3 months after the end of year. And you know, these might be very large organizations that will take time to gather all this information. If you are not disciplined, if you are not well structured, and you do not work hard enough, you might not be able to meet that deadline. So those are the type of things that IMT gave us while we were training as accountants.
Oh, great. So this structured thinking, analytical thinking, and discipline must have been really rewarding, because it has moved you from various sectors. You have moved from accounting, you have delved into oil and gas, you have also delved into banking, even culminating into the setting up of the financial systems for Magnum Trust Bank.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what key principles have guided you in navigating different sectors? Because it's not enough to be disciplined, to have analytical thinking, to have structured thinking. There must have been some things that guided you in your navigation of several sectors.
Yes, in the accounting profession, you have some guiding principles that enable you to do your job. One of these principles is integrity. It's very important. You have to have integrity in whatsoever you're doing. Because whatever you're going to report, don't forget it's not yours, but you are going to bring out. Some people will rely on that information. Maybe the financial statements you have produced or the reports you are producing. People rely on those documents to be able to make decisions. You have to have integrity when you are preparing them. You also have to be objective about what you are doing, because you don't allow bias, to come into play when you are doing your job. And that's why we have guiding principles in those ones. Like, you are an auditor to a company, you are required not to hold shares in those companies. Because as you look at them, being a human being, when you are trying to audit the work of that, if you own some part of that company,
conflict of interest,
definitely, yes, there will be conflict of interest, because you are going to look at it beyond what you are supposed to do because of your interest in that. So you have to be objective. You also have to have professional competence. Now, what is professional competence? Means that you have to know the job, and you have to be able, you don't do jobs that you are not well trained for. So you don't dabble into things when you are doing the accounting for or the audit for an organization. You might come across certain transactions that you are not trained for. For instance, you want to value a property, a company that has a building or land, and they are telling you this is the value. You don't have the competence. So you might have to rely on experts like estate valuers and surveyors to be able to give you that type of thing. If there is a case that is ongoing, there's an issue that is ongoing, and they are saying, you are trying to determine the liability of the company. You are not a lawyer. So you might have to rely on a lawyer to say, look, how far is this case going? What is our exposure? And so that you can bring it in. So you have to have professional competence, know what you are doing, but don't do what you are not trained to do. And then you have to be diligent in your work. That means you have to do the job the way it's supposed to be done.
No.
Yeah, you are not supposed to go outside of your brief. And accounting has different aspects. You have, accounting. You have taxation. You have advisory services. So if you have been asked to go and do an audit, you concentrate your effort in doing your audit. You don't go and dabble into the taxation aspect of that, So, and of course, as a professional, you have to have a professional behavior. There are standards. You have to carry yourself as a professional, because that's what anybody that sees outside will place reliance on to say this man is an expert. You can't go there and begin to run down by your behavior, and they say, oh, I thought this man said he's a chartered accountant, and look at how he's behaving in public, So all of this type of thing bring trust, bring confidence in people that want to deal with you. Accountability is another aspect. You have to be accountable in whatever you are doing. And being accountable means that, in fact, we say you have to have accuracy and integrity. This is our motto in ICANN. You must be correct. So if you say 2 plus 2 is equal to 4, you must be sure that it's 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. You have to be accountable and responsible. All of these things. Independence is another aspect. You have to be independent, especially when you are doing carrying out an audit. And that means you have to move yourself away from the inside. So you don't allow internal influence or external influence to, make... And your independence is not just to be seen. I mean, it's not just a thing of your mind. Okay, I know I'm doing this thing. It has to be seen. Yeah. So these are some of the guiding principles that shaped us, through
several sectors. So these distinctive habitual characters of integrity, objectivity, professional competence, independence, and all of. So now you have been able to use these ingredients of success to not just crisscross different sectors. You have now transitioned into consulting, offering management and accounting solutions before you now join the prestigious Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria as registrar. Wow.
We moved from directorship to registrar.
That's significant. That's significant. We're not accountants, but then we know that ICANN is really a prestigious institution. So you rose to the rank of registrar, and then being part of the team or leading the process that churned up innovations such as on-screen marking. Tell us something about that. Our viewers at home would like to draw some values and virtues.
Well, your experience builds up as you go along. You have your basic training, which is more of academic, and then you have your practical training also, which makes you have a hands-on. And then after that, you now begin to build on your experience. And as you go along different organizations or different institutions, you begin to garner more experience. Like me, I did work in 2 practicing firms. So that gave me a wide scope. And even in that, you had different clients. So it even gives you wider experience. And then I went to Texaco, I went to the banking sector, I went to Commerce Bank, I went to Magna Trust Bank. With all of those experiences, we were able to build accounting system for them. So when I now came into ICANN, I also had the privilege of working in different departments as director. I was director in the faculties. I was the director in the membership affairs. And in those places, we had responsibility for addressing members' needs and issues, and also training. We had the continuing training programs for our members. We also provided support for practicing firms. So all of this gave me more experience and ideas of what is happening. And then we now transitioned from that to the examination department. In ICANN, we had to two types of examination. We have the professional examination, and we have the accounting technician, which is a lower grade for them. But I was the director, so I superintended over both. And in the process, it was more of manual and physical processes that we had then. We had to bring people from all over the country to a point where they would be able to set the questions. And then after that, we have to bring some other people to review the questions they have set and put them in what we call our bank. And then when the time for examination comes, only about 2 or 3 people are able to access the bank and bring out and select the questions that will be set. Examination is a very very critical aspect of nobody jokes with it. So you don't have any leakage, because just about 2 or 3 people get to see the thing before it is administered to the students to write. And after that, we still bring in thousands of people to come and grade and mark the scripts physically. And so facility-wise, it was a big strain, because there's no hotel that can give us 1,000 rooms, as a goal. So you have to break them down, and this takes us weeks to be able to do all of this. So with all those challenges and the accountant in us, we now transition to on-screen marking, whereby we have to set our questions, offline. You submit them to us in soft copies, we process them, and we administer the examination physically. But when we are going to grade the script, we no longer bring these people to a central place. They sit in the comfort of their homes, and these scripts are transmitted to them through the cloud. They mark the scripts, and then it just becomes so easy, because human errors are
minimal, eliminated.
Almost 100% eliminated.
What a transformative innovation. On this note, we have to go on a commercial break. When we return, we will be getting strategies from our guests on how boarding professionals can rise from the scratch to the summit of their careers. Stay tuned.
My name is Roma Daniels. This is Achievement Channel. Please keep watching Achievement Channel, the first and only motivational channel in the country. Thanks, man.
My name is Mrs. Imelda Ahunosuji. You can call me Madam Modesty. Please keep watching Achievement Channel.
At the School of Eloquence, our primary focus is on the art of public speaking, because it's a major problem. And public speaking, we must understand, is the raw art of speaker to audience oral communication.
I got a lot more than I actually expected. I have overcome the fears I used to have.
The more you speak, the better you are with speaking. School of Eloquence is the place you can be, and there's a turnaround. That change you are expecting, you get it there.
Welcome back. So a lot of our viewers are boarding professionals who are looking to move to maximize their potentials, if you like. So what are the defining strategies that you can share that some of them can adopt on their way up?
Okay. Well, if you take accounting, for instance, there are different stages. They are what we call the bookkeeping stage, where you write the books and prepare the accounts to a certain point. But that's what people think accountants do, really. But beyond that, when you say you are an accountant, you go beyond that. And you have to transition from just writing books and keeping books to one of, say, a problem solver. All right. So for you to be a problem solver, it means you've built enough experience to be to enable you look at some issues, analyze them, find out the root causes if there are some challenges are there. And not just that, you also have to provide solution. So you are not going to be looking at just figures and accounting issues. You are going to be looking at more of the business concepts and what is presented before you. And that is where you have to upskill your skills. One of the ways to upskill your skills is that you have to, improve your business knowledge. Now, business knowledge is wide. For instance, you might be dealing with a production person who is just a technical person in terms of production. You are an accountant, you are not a production person. But the figures that come from there, you are able to analyze and say, this is the impact of your activity from production to the whole organization. And the marketing man is there and saying, oh, I have to do this, I have to do advertising, I have to do PR, or I have to go around. But at the end of the day, the figures that he's bringing in tell the story and shows the impact on the organization. So you can explain to that sales and marketing executive that this is the impact that your actions will have on the organization. So you have to upscale your business knowledge for you to be able to interact with people inside and outside. And of course, your end products are being used by people outside, like investors and regulators. They also have to be able to, you have to understand their needs for you to be able to do that. You also have to sharpen your skills. In this age and time, you need a lot of analytical skills. For you, like I said, when a situation is presented before you, you have to have an analytical mind to say, what is this? And then you begin to, analyze it, and then you begin to find out whether there are issues and the effects of all of these issues, and then so you have to upscale your skills. You have to master modern tools because there are a lot of tools that can enable you, look at figures. Some figures are in millions, depending on the type of organization you have. If these are big organizations, their database might be, in millions. For you take a bank like First Bank, their shareholders might be in millions, their customers are in millions, the transactions that transact every day are in millions, and so you cannot do that by just taking their books and looking at it. So you have to have analytical tools that can enable you sift into and query this and bring out some issues that you want to address. Okay, and of course, again, you also have to be able to use a kind of what if situation analysis. You have an organization, they want to buy a plant, you want to know whether is it better we lease this plant, is it better for us to buy this plant, is it better for us to make this plant if we have the capability, and so on and so forth. What are the effects of this on this organization? So you have to have all these skills and you have to continuously improve in them.
It is evident from your story and that success is contagious. And here on Achievement Channel, we indeed believe that success is contagious because the secret of great men are in their stories.
Yes.
Now, as CEO of IE Consulting and then senior partner at Irabo Egudai, you have been rendering solutions to organizations, to big corporates. How can our viewers who are watching right now, what value can people derive from deploying accumulated knowledge in the later part of one's career to continue to add value to both oneself and society?
Well, as you grow more into your profession, you get older, you have more experience, a repertoire of experiences to share. And so a way of, I would say, giving back or even keeping yourself improved, is by mentoring. You could become a mentor to the younger ones. So when you have people who are working as you grew up, maybe from an officer, you are now a director, you have a lot of managers under you. Now, the way they'll see a problem is different from the way you see it because of your experience. So you begin to mentor them, you begin to teach them, you know, or how to do these things. Another way of doing that is you become more of an advisor to organizations, even to chief executives and people at certain levels, because they rely on, they assume or they know that you have this knowledge, historical knowledge, you know, a repertoire of experience. So when there are issues, they can come to you and you begin to give them some of these advice, you know. And sometimes you are now appointed to boards of organizations. And when you are appointed to board of organizations, you're appointed because of your knowledge and skills and experience to bring to bear in helping the organization. You are not in full management, but you can see what the management is doing when they prepare their report, maybe on monthly basis, and you have board meetings. So when issues come up, you might have come across such issues and you bring to bear your experience in those areas to be able to help the management or whoever to make that decisions. Also, you can also begin to put down your thoughts either by writing, you know, writing books, writing articles. You could also be engaged in speaking. And like what I'm doing right now, speaking to people, and potentially some young people will listen and then see how they can grow. Some experienced people will see and they begin to take. So these are some of the ways from which you can really give back and help others to be able to achieve and also sustain yourself. You know,
sustainability.
The more you share,
sustainability is key. So you say, while we are at the Achievement Channel here, while we're interrogating your story, your background, because we indeed actually interrogate the stories of our guests. I noticed that you have been engaging in continuous learning by, I see your participation in various international institutes. Even though you're a veteran, what came to my mind is there must be a secret behind these going for continuous learning program and various international organizations. So what is the secret? What can we take home from that?
Continuous learning is invaluable. It's not negotiable if you want to remain at the cutting edge. And actually, in the accounting profession worldwide, continuous learning is a mandatory criteria for you to continue to maintain your membership. So if, as a member of ICANN, and I want to retain my membership and say I'm a chartered accountant, I must attend some courses or training programs. And I think the minimum now is 40 credit hours every year. So broken down into structured trainings and unstructured. When you say structured, it could be that you are going to learn a particular, maybe there's a new standard that has come out and they are going to, you know, span 2-3 days. It could be unstructured, like we have an annual dinner. But even in these dinners, somebody will still give a speech and things like that.
Come up.
The good thing about learning, continuous learning, is becoming easier. In those days, like you said, we have to travel far and wide to be able to access this training. Because as the world became a global village, you found that you have to deal with international people, and you still have to, so you have to understand what they are doing by interacting and going over there. But good thing now with technology and all that, you have various training that can be done online, you know, online training. So you have a repertoire of avenues from which you can get your training done. So it's not negotiable. It's very critical to maintain your membership. And anybody that does not do it, I'll tell you, one, because of technological advancement, you'll find a technology that comes out today that enables you to do your job. and by tomorrow, it's no longer relevant. You know, there was a time we were using just calculators, and even those calculators had limits. I remember when I was training, you know, the first time we started seeing billion, the calculator could not take billion because there was the transactions there. The biggest transaction, I think, at Jakarta Steel Company was like 5 billion naira.
And then your calculator went off.
So the calculator, so we would do the millions and then add it to the billion, which is. But now, even your phone, you can do trillions of transactions. So you see, the technology advances. So we moved from all of that. We went into computers, then laptops, and then desktops. Now we can even use phones and so on. So you have to continuously learn because technological advancement. There are new regulations that come out. For instance, now we are talking about tax reforms. And it's going to cut across. So whatever you knew about tax before, there is a new one. And these tax reforms come out every year with the Finance Act and the laws that are coming on. So you have to know that, not only know that, but you have to continuously. Regulators come out with even standards, international standards also play a key role in our doing our jobs. And so you have to be able to be at the cutting edge of these ones. And also, your skills that you require does not last long anymore. Even if you are an employee, you know, you can't say, oh, I went to school and I studied accounting and I'm a chartered accountant and now I'm working here, so I don't need to upskill myself. Very soon you find that you cannot even do the job anymore because the expectations of even the employers and the owners of the business also change. Regulators change. So you can see that
dynamic age, and so you have to dynamize, otherwise you run out of business. So it's very clear that if you do not update your thoughts, you stand the risk of getting outdated.
Of course.
But there's the catchphrase you used. Continuous learning. Is invaluable. It's non-negotiable. I can assure you that we'll make that a vignette here on Achievement Channel. But then you have said a lot. So even your life story itself is a compilation of pieces of advice that one can use to navigate to the pinnacle of one's career. But even in strategies, in secrets, there are hierarchies. What is the most impactful piece you would like to leave our viewers with?
Well, the first thing I want to say to anybody is that you have to master your craft. You must master your craft, otherwise you cannot go anywhere. And how do you master your craft? You have to know it theoretically, practically, continuous learning. You must believe in yourself and don't let anyone define your success, your success goals. It is you that know what you want to do, but you have to determine how you want to achieve. You set that goal for yourself, and then you continuously train yourself. These are the basic things, key things that anybody who wants to be successful in his career will have to do to maintain that advantage.
Thank you very much. I must say it has been very impactful having our time with you, and our viewers at home must have appreciated this session. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sunday, and thank you for everything. And I'm so glad for achievement. I wish you well.
All right. Thank you so much. This brings us to the close of another empowering episode of Career Success. Today, we've had the privilege of drawing from the vast experience and insightful perspectives of John, whose journey exemplifies adaptability, leadership, and a continuous commitment to growth. We hope his story inspires you to approach your own career with strategic intent and a focus on making a meaningful impact. Let's keep this conversation going. Follow at Achievement Channel on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube for more career-enhancing content, expert interviews, and success stories. Use the hashtag #WeSeePossibilities to share your career aspirations and connect with our community. Remember to stay driven, remain focused, and always see the possibilities on the Achievement Channel.
A new day dawns, full of possibilities. take the first step towards your dreams. Empower your mind with positive thoughts. Achieve more. Make a difference in someone's life today. Impossibility is nothing.
We wear the khaki, but we carry more than just a bag. We carry dreams, grit, and a will to serve. This is Corpuscan, rising to serve, rising to lead.
Hello and welcome to Corpuscan, the show that inspires young Nigerians to make the most of their service here and beyond. I'm Ego Tifavor and you're watching the Achievement Channel, Nigeria's first and only 100% motivational TV station, broadcasting from the School of Eloquence Studios in Ikoyi, Lagos. Today's topic is service and self-discovery, finding who you are while helping others. Sometimes, NYSC doesn't just show you what you studied, it shows you who you truly are. Through service, we discover hidden gifts, build empathy, and learn that leadership is influence, not position. Joining me are two amazing young Nigerians whose journey reflects that truth. Abigail Imafidon is a passionate storyteller and creative communicator with a degree in mass communication from Redeemers University, where she majored in broadcasting. She's currently serving at the School of Eloquence, refining her public speaking and media presentation skills, and she's passionate about using filmmaking to create stories that inspire and educate. Asimoye Kelly is a digital communication professional skilled in public relations, social media management, and creative design with tools like Canva and WordPress. He is passionate about helping people and brands leverage digital platforms to earn and express their ideas creatively. Today's discussions highlights are how volunteering reveals hidden talents, building empathy and people skills through service, and redefining leadership as influence, not position.
This is Corpuscan, rising to serve, rising to lead.
Good morning, Kelly and Abigail.
Hi, Favor.
Welcome to the studio today.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank you very much. So today, our topic is service and self-discovery. So the first question today is, how do young people serving in Nigeria discover talents and strengths that they didn't even know that they have?
First off, is by volunteering at first. Like, NRS is all about volunteering. When you volunteer, it's not a punishment for you. You're kind of like bringing different sides of you that you didn't know you had before. Yeah. Maybe in school, you're just one-sided. I will just focus on my course and everything. But when you volunteer, you're bringing out yourself from out of your comfort zone. So you're doing things that you never thought of doing before. So yeah.
So Ms. Abigail, do you have anything to add?
Yeah, to add to what you just said, it said volunteering, Abi. So I feel like you should always want to volunteer. You should not see it as a punishment for you. You should choose to volunteer either by teaching or just like giving a presentation or anything. I'm going to use myself as an example. Before I came to my PPA, for my PPA, when I saw that I was posted here and I checked online and I saw what my PPA is all about, I was like, public speaking. I was talking to my friend, I was telling my friend, I'm not really good at public speaking with that. Although I did mass communication, I majored in broadcasting. Okay. Aside broadcasting, I don't do any other thing. Yeah. So I was like, public speaking is not my forte, or I'm not sure I'm going to do good here. My friend was like, just go. Maybe that's why you were even posted there, so you can work on your public speaking skill. And I can say since I've been here, it's been going really, really well. And working here, like my NYSC in general, has pushed me to do things I would generally not do. So I feel like putting yourself out there and be able to also volunteer and can help you discover your talents and all.
That's a very great input. And what I can get from what both of you said now is just about yourself. If you have the right attitude towards what or where you are being posted to, you will discover. Don't be scared or don't be shy. Don't shy away from where you are being posted to. You might say, this is not what I studied in school. And then you never can tell if where you are being posted to is where you actually supposed to be. Yes, you don't know if you are going to be strong in whatever field that you are given. So that's a very good input. So the second question this morning is, in what ways does serving others build empathy?
Okay. Yes. So to answer that, it's kind of like humbles you when you get to like work with people from different zones, like different beliefs, different backgrounds and stuff. So the empathy comes in when you have like this feeling to help them, to like also like teamwork too as well.
Okay.
Then also like patience, when you have to take things, like it's not something you rush, something you take slowly.
Yes.
That's when your patience kind of like builds up too. Then people skills, this is when you're like navigating different cultural backgrounds and stuff. You're working with people that are not from your geopolitical zone and stuff. It's kind of like bringing out those skills of communication to them. So yeah.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah, so when you first of all like get into a new organization, you will not like expect everybody to like be like you or think like you. So you should be able to want to learn from others, not also learning. You should also be able to like bring yourself down to the level, because I guarantee you people will annoy you because everybody's not like you. So you'll be able to like work with people despite their differences, despite them not thinking, like you'll be able to like work together in an environment. I think that can also like build empathy, and we should also learn to not like discriminate, be it religion, be it your tribal differences. You should just be able to like want to like come together and work. I think that's
also very nice. I'm going to add to what the both of you have said, and I'm going to come under the aspect of you being an employee. Okay. Yes, when you're an employee, you have somebody above you. Your boss is above you, and sometimes your bosses might do things to push you out of your comfort zone, or like make you work extra, or say things to you, or you know how bosses normally do. So what I just want to say is that it's shaping you. You understand, whether good or bad, it's actually shaping you. Any experience you have in a formal workplace is actually shaping you towards, because you're also going to learn from it. Maybe one day you're also going to become a boss. And you also have employees, right? And when you have employees, things you're supposed to tell them, things you're not supposed to tell them, because when it was your turn, when your bosses told you these things, you didn't like them, or you liked them, or it made you sit up. So when you're working in a formal environment, most of us, we are serving, and it's the first time that we're actually working like in a formal place, so we don't really understand most of these things. But when we start working, we start seeing how things unfold in the corporate world, and it just teaches us more on how to treat people, whether your employees later on in life, or just anybody around you,
or your colleagues.
And you learn how to relate more with people. So that's just it. So thank you very much for that.
Welcome.
Right now we're going on a short break, and when we come back, we're going to continue our discussion. Please stay tuned.
This is Corporate rising to serve, rising to lead.
For 2 decades, the School of Eloquence has shaped voices, trained leaders, and built confidence in Nigerians across every walk of life. Now, as we celebrate 20 years, we are daring the impossible. A Guinness World Record attempt. 20 Days of Eloquence. A continuous speaking marathon. Voices united, carrying Nigeria's message of courage, clarity, and possibility to the world. We invite you to join us as a founding patron, as a partner, as a voice. Together, we will not just break a record, we will create a legacy. 20 years. 20 days. 1 school. 1 voice. 1 legacy. 1 nation. history will remember the voices that dared. Will yours be one of them?
This is Corpuscan, rising to serve, rising to lead.
Welcome back to Corpuscan. Before we went on a break, we were discussing service and self-discovery. So Abigail and Kelly, thank you for staying with us. So the next question will be, how has NYSC changed your leadership, your idea of leadership, especially seeing leadership as influence and not position or title?
Okay, so during your NYSC year, not just in your PPA, in your local government too, there are some positions being given to some corpers. I think the CLO, that's your core liaison officer. For your CDS, we have different, we have the presidents, the PRO for different CDS. So I think that can also help in like shaping our beliefs, or because once you are given a position, that means you are in charge of other people. So you have to, because it's whatever step you take, that's what they're going to like follow. So you have to be responsible and all. Even in your PPA, they might give you a position where you have no idea of something you've not like done before. So that position itself should help you like it should help you push yourself to want to do better, to want to be a better person, because you have other people, let's say per se, you have other people like looking up to you, so you want to be responsible and all.
Okay, so before now, we also like leadership, we consider leadership as just being in charge, which is not true.
Yes.
People think that it's just like she said, like NYSC, I think it's just by wearing your CDS jacket and just backing others, but that's not true. You have to be influential. Right now, I hold the position of PRO for my medical, that's Public Relations Officer. So why was I picked? It was not because of just my words or just being there, but because of my actions actually, because I was able to influence people, I was able to inspire people to, through my right attitude and everything. That's why I was picked. So leadership is more like an influence, not just by holding titles. It's more like drop your ego, man. It's leadership. You're trying to lead people, you're inspiring people. So it's more like your impact, not your attention, not the attention that people like you give people, like getting noticed and stuff. So,
Yes, thank you very much. Most people have this mindset that a leader is someone who is supposed to be, above every other person. It's only him or her that has a say over every other person. But that's not true. That's not the actual meaning of being a leader. Is because you are serving people. When you're a leader, you are serving. You're not just their boss and just staying on top. So that's what people have to learn and just unlearn. That leadership is not about titles or being bougie, all those kind of things. That's not what leadership is. Or even in your PPA, I feel it's helping NYSC members, like young youths, grow. Because in your PPA, you might be in charge. Your boss might put you in charge of a project or something. And you find out that even when you are trying to gather other people that are under you, you do more of the job. Yes, because you are the leader. And it's when you do them, they are seeing what you are doing and they are following you. You understand? It's just like, let me use this ideology, just like an elder sister or an elder sibling in the family. Whatever the elder sibling does, that's what the younger ones see and they emulate and they follow. Imagine that you are the leader and then they put you in charge of something. And mostly the mindset will be, I'm the leader, let them just do it. Yes. And if I just do it like that, they might not know what to do. People that are under you, people that are following you, they might not know what to do. But when you start the pace, they say, okay, this is how to do it, this is how not to do it. So that's just the idea of NYSC. They post you to different places, and then for you to learn how things actually is in the real world. So when you are on a project and then they put you in charge of something, you have to push yourself. You understand? It might not be, it's not easy. Being a leader is not easy. Yes. You have to definitely push yourself and most times, most people that we are trying to show an example, most people that are under us, people that are trying to lead, most of them might just, it's not everybody that even wants someone to lead them.
Lead
You understand?
them,
So it's most times can be frustrating. So just being a leader is having, you know, patience. Yes, you should have patience, and you should also have the will to do. Yes, whatever that you're saying. So that's just. So the next question is: can service help a young person understand themselves better, their values, their passions, and the kind of future they want?
Yes, I think it can. In the aspect that this NYSCA, I think it was designed for like different people that have different beliefs to go to other people's states to like go like gather knowledge. So at first, let's say I'm an indigene of Edo State, and I'm being sent to, let's say I'm sent to Anambra. It's at first it might not be easy because it's somewhere I'm not familiar with. Let's also talk about maybe language barrier. Like there are different challenges that comes with this NYSCA, but you being able to overcome them step by step. It's not going to be easy at first, but as time goes on, you'll be able to overcome those challenges. It might help you build yourself. You having to leave your comfort zone, and going to another place to go serve. That's also a very big challenge. But you going there and being able to like prosper in whatever you are going to go and do there, I think that will help you build yourself and all of that.
Okay, so service is that's like the absolute mirror for self-discovery. Take me for example right now. Currently in my PPA, which is my primary place of assignments, I did English in school. I have a degree in English, but right now in my PPA, I'm currently working in the tech space. I've been able to discover myself through digital ways of handling like the websites that I'm doing, which was the HTML, the Canva, different things. So how have I been able to do this? It's because of my right attitude towards. I wanted to like pick up another skill. I didn't just want to have English as a degree. You know, that time when I was studying English, people were always asking me, what am I using English to do? Like, where can I work? But there was this thing that still sticks in my head that my HOD told me. With English, you can work anywhere, which is true. Right now, what am I doing? Exactly, I'm doing tech things, I'm coding. Which right now, anytime people ask me what am I exactly doing in my PA, and I tell them I'm coding, and they're always shocked. That website, how English website, how does he colorate? It doesn't. Yeah. So yeah. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. So I feel the NYSCA is actually helping in that aspect of, you know, helping young Nigerians discover what they really want or who they really want to be in future. Because you might study one thing in school and then you are serving in a different place where you didn't even imagine that you were ever going to be posted there. And then you find out that, I like this thing. I like what I'm doing. I like where I'm being posted to. And then you change. Some people will be like, that means you're going to waste your degree or something. No, it's about what you want. And are you happy doing what you want? Yes. It's not about, okay, you might read a course in school and then they post you to what you actually, like a PPA for where you actually read whatever you read in university. But you're not feeling it. Yes, let me use that word. You're not happy working there. You understand what I'm saying? So and then they post you somewhere else. You didn't study whatever they posted, yes. And then you're happy doing it. And you see yourself, you never imagine that, this thing is ever going to make you happy, or see yourself thriving better in that aspect, and you say, this is exactly what I want to do. This is exactly what I want to do in the future. Or this is who I want to be. Yes, this is who I want to be. So the NYSCA actually helps that because you discover. Or even it can also be vice versa. They post you to where you don't want to say, this is not what I want to do. You know exactly what you want, and this is not what I want. Maybe after the service here, I will now go back to what I want, or venture into what I want. So it helps you weigh your options. Yes, so that's just it. So thank you very much, Abigail and Kelly.
Thank you
for coming today. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. We are looking forward to seeing you next time. Thank you so much.
Yeah, sure.
This is Corpus Camp, rising to serve, rising to lead.
What a great conversation. Service isn't just about giving, it's about growing. Thank you, Abigail and Kelly, for sharing your stories. And to everyone watching, remember, every act of service is a step towards discovering your purpose. I'm Ego Tifavo, and this is Copper Scan on the Achievement Channel. Follow us on Instagram at Achievement Channel for more inspiring content. Till next time, keep serving, keep growing, and keep shining. Copper Scan.
This is Corporate Scan, rising to serve, rising to lead.
Success is not just about what you do, but how you show up. Your style speaks before you do. Style is confidence, and confidence drives success. From the boardroom to the runway, your presence matters. Welcome to Style to Success, where fashion meets ambition. Your journey to success starts with confidence. This is Style to Success, only on the Achievement Channel. Follow us at Achievement Channel for more style and success insights.
Welcome to another inspiring episode of Style to Success, the show where creativity meets purpose and passion leads to achievements. Today, we have a truly dynamic guest, Oluwagbemiga Ninola, a Lagos-based creative director, photographer, and tech enthusiast whose lens captures modern moments. It tells stories. As the founder of December Media, Oluwagbemiga has documented over 500 events across Nigeria and continues to bridge the worlds of art and technology, inspiring a new generation of visual storytellers. Oluwagbemiga, you're welcome to Style to Success.
Thank you very much for having me.
Your journey to success starts with confidence. This is Style to Success, only on the Achievement Channel.
So, Gbenga, you're welcome to Style to Success.
Thank you very much.
And I really appreciate you making our time to come to the show.
You're welcome.
I'm sure a lot of people, a lot of young creatives, especially the ones in photography, would learn a lot from, the conversation I would have with you.
I believe so.
So let me start with this question. Your journey, beautifully merges art, technology, and storytelling. So how would you describe your personal style, and how has it shaped your path to success?
Well, my style has been that of a documentary storytelling, and I also lace it with a bit of emotional realism, so that it's not just bland. You understand me? So I make it in such a way that even if you are not at that project site where that project is being made, and you're just watching, like, let me take for example, when I document a wedding story and you are looking at it, I make it in such a way that even if you are not there, you just mere checking, going through the pictures and all that, you can feel it, you can feel the story.
Yes.
You can understand it to be as if you are actually there when the story was being made. So, and I try to show emotions, and it has really.
So it simply means that the way you tell your story is really deep. Like you are very pragmatic about sharing the story, so that whoever is seeing what has been documented can actually feel the reality of what you have put together.
Exactly.
No, that's an amazing one.
Yeah.
Well done.
Sure.
Well
Thank
done.
you.
Good one. So let's move to the next one. Every creative phase, defining moments. As someone that is a practitioner in the creative industry, you have defining, moments. So what was a turning point in your career that taught you the true meaning of success, beyond recognition or profit?
Well, I would say the fact that I have become a relevant force in the lives of my clients has really been the defining moment for me. Take for example, I have people I've been part of their lives since I started documenting. I documented their wedding, I documented the pregnancy process, I documented the naming ceremony, and over the years, it's more like the relationship has evolved beyond that of a client, a customer relationship. It has become a family affair. So it's a defining moment for me actually, and it has made me realize that it's beyond just profit and fame. It's
good one. Very good one, Bigger. So I know what you're trying to say. What you're trying to say here is that, beyond doing business, transacting business with clients,
definitely.
you try to build a relationship that transcends just doing business.
Yes,
so which is a very good one. I think it's something most entrepreneurs need to embrace.
Yeah, definitely.
Because you need to just see your clients as not just business partner or just doing business with them. You have to those things that
and especially for people who are into the lifestyle kind of storytelling. Now, if you document lifestyle, then you have to evolve beyond just doing your job and all that. You have to have a strong relationship with your clients, and this goes a very, very long way. I met a client of mine about 2 weeks ago at an event, and he just came to meet me. I saw him. I was happy. I hugged him. I was like, next year will be our 10th year anniversary. I was like, wow, so fast. I documented their wedding. I documented their first child dedication, second child. I've been a part of every event going on in their family. So moments like that have been very, very dear to me, and it has also formed a part of defining moments for me. And it has made me realize that this job is much more than just making profits. You make friends, you develop bonds, you create relationships. I remember when I came to Lagos, I didn't know anybody, but today I have lots and lots and lots of clients, and it's from one person to another, and that's really, really shaped my passion for the job.
That's a great one. That's a great one. I love the fact that you could tell that story, because I can imagine how it feels when you run into a client that you've been part of their story for years. Yes. And they can make reference to it, so it's a good feeling. You're so well done.
Thank you.
Well done. Great one. Well done. I love that. That makes a whole lot of sense. So I'll move to the next one. And what I want to say is that, December Media is one. I know how passionate you are about your brand, which is December Media. Yeah. It has become a recognized brand for visual, storytelling. So what core values or principles drive your creative process and business decisions?
Well, at December Media, our heartbeat is passion and creativity. For every project we embark on, we put in all our best. So it's not just all about just delivering the project. The passion is there. I'm passionate about my work. Every project I've embarked on, I put in all my best. I encourage every creative working with me on every project to put in all their best to deliver. And integrity is also a watchword for me. I'm always in character. My moral character is never in doubt. So beyond just delivering the project I also have to show character. Integrity is my watchword, so I don't fail in that.
That's key. Yeah. For every creative or for every entrepreneur, integrity should be a watchword.
Definitely.
Which is something good, and I love the fact that you have embraced that. You have made that part of your brand.
Sure.
Integrity is key, because your clients need to have a high level of trust in you,
of course,
and to be able to have this respect for you. They should be able to believe that if they are referring you to another client, that they are safe and their name will be well protected. So yes. It's a good one. Well done. Well done. So let's move on to the next one. you know, we are in an age and time where technology is transforming creativity, and I'm sure you know that the advent of social media, you know, AI and likes of them. So a whole lot of things are happening in that space, you know, due to technological advancement. So, in this age, how do you stay authentic and ensure your work still connects emotionally with people? I know you've mentioned something like that before, but I just want you to give an insight into how you have been able to stay authentic and still do your thing, despite the fact that, oh, we now have people that can create images, can do this with AI, can do that way. So we just like to hear from you.
So for me, technology is just a tool, even though it's a very powerful tool, but it will always remain a tool. So it now depends on who is using it. And for me personally, I've used it to the best of to create something very, very significant in all my projects, and I try not to remove the human touch from it. So when you are going through my projects, you still feel the humanity in it. So it's not just art. So, for example, if I'm documenting your wedding and I am infusing a lot of AI, and you are seeing the project and you can't even recognize yourself, that human touch is still there. The emotions are not lost in the project. So, I try as much as possible to use those tools to my advantage and not to be too excessive. I think you understand what I mean.
I get what you're saying.
So.
Well, it's important to what you're trying to say is important to put those tools in, you know, make use of these tools,
in proper
utilize it. Yes, it's fine. But you don't just want to lose touch with reality while you are trying to project your images, which is actually important. And I'm really glad to hear that from you, because if we keep doing this, you know, real values may go into extinction.
I'm telling you,
we need to still know that these are the values.
That's a project you see, and you just don't understand that you can't differentiate if they're actually a work of art or if this is actually real. And I think that's technology taken too far. So there should be a balance, between the human touch and the use of technology too. So that's my take, actually.
So viewers, you have it there. Excessive use of technology could actually hinder or could deter originality. It could serve as a deterrent to producing original content. So that's a good one from Oluwagbemiga. We'll take this very short commercial break, and when we are back, we would hear more from him. Please stay tuned.
Eloquence focuses attention on the message and the audience.
I found it very interesting, exciting, sympathetic.
It was very beneficial.
Definitely would learn a lot, a whole lot.
Thank you. The delivery was second to none.
Speak with power.
Speak with power.
Speak with power.
So to our esteemed viewers, you're welcome back to Style to Success. We still have Oluwagbemiga Ninola, you know, on the show. He's a creative director and a photographer par excellence. And he's been sharing some insights on, you know, his advent or his experiences, you know, in the creative industry. So would log down to him now and hear more from him. Benga, you're welcome back.
Thank you.
So I will move on to the next question, and this question is very important because you're talking about collaboration. I'm sure you know that collaboration is like the order of the day when you're talking about the creative industry and social media generally. So talking about collaboration often sparks innovation. That is an established fact that we know. So how do you approach working with other artists or brands while maintaining your unique creative voice?
Thank you very much for that question. Well, personally, I always believe that two heads are better than one. So you can't do everything alone. So, and the beauty of it is that you can, beauty of collaboration is that you can bring your own vision and marry it with other people's vision. So for me, I have close people who I work hand in hand with, close friends, colleagues, people who I have trained, people who have worked with me over the years, and I don't have this landlord mentality when it comes to my work. I always want to listen to other people's advice too. So sometimes I bring people on board. Come, let's do this thing together. What do you feel? What do you feel? And even when I have projects and I go to the field and I have my guys, other creatives working with me, I don't lord my ideas all over them. I still engage them. What do you feel about these things? What do you feel? So that they too can bring their own artistic direction to the project and make it a worthwhile one. I remember some weeks ago I had a job. So it was more like a personal shoot for a very big client of mine. So I didn't know there was another photographer there. And when I got there, I met another guy there, and I was meeting him for the first time. We exchanged pleasantries and we started working. He was doing his own thing and I was doing my own thing. But at the time, we had to come together and be like, Uncle, what channel are you shooting? I said, I'm shooting on this channel. I'm shooting on this channel. Let's merge it together. And at the end of the day, we achieved excellent output. So collaboration is always good. I don't see competition when it comes to collaboration. I see result. I'm always result oriented. So for me, collaboration is key. You can't do it all alone. You don't have all the ideas all alone. So by the time you add other people's ideas to your own, the goal is to have a fantastic result. And for me, that is all I just want to achieve.
Well done.
Yes.
Thank you. I think it's a good one to embrace collaboration.
Definitely.
Truly. It's a good one. And it's even an advantage to you because sometimes you're collaborating with people. It helps you to learn new things, and it helps you to bring out a better output. Well done. Well done with that. So we move on to the next one, and this has to do with creatives. Many creatives struggle with balancing, artistic integrity and commercial viability. So how do you navigate that tension in your project?
Well, for me, I'll say clarity of purpose. If you know what you are doing, if you know what you want, achieving it won't be that difficult. So for every project I embark on, I try to know what the client wants. So their end goal is the most important thing. So, because no matter how you do it, no matter how you work on the project, if your client is not satisfied, then it's just a waste of time. So I'll say clarity of purpose, know what the client wants, then develop strategies on how to bring those visions to life, which for me is paramount when it comes to delivering especially for brands. So know what the brand stands for, know what their vision is, know what they want to achieve, and bring your own strategy, which is what they are paying you for. So by the time you bring your own strategies and bring your own ideas to it, and you bring their vision to life, at the end of the day, everybody is happy. So that has always been my watchword when it comes to engaging with brands. That's it.
That's a great one. Well done. Well done. So let's move on to the next one. This one, it's kind of similar to the question I asked you before on technological advancement and its effect on the creative industry. So this one, looking ahead, what role do you see emerging technologies like AI or virtual production playing in the evolution of your storytelling? We mentioned this. We actually mentioned something like that. So we'd just like to know, what role do you see that playing in your storytelling?
Well, like I said initially, there are tools. So they are not to replace us. Well, I don't believe AI can ever replace. There will still be that human factor behind AI. So the way and manner you use it to your advantage is the most important thing. So I see them as partners. So AI is redefining the way we work these days. The output, it has made our work much more easier. It has made storytelling much more easier. You can make it more believable, and some somewhat difficult tasks back then today can be much more simplified with AI. So it's we are partners. You can use AI actually, another technological advancement to your advantage if you really know what you are doing. So they are not to replace creatives at all. So almost all our editing tools now have AI embedded in them. So it's to our advantage if we really know how to use them. So
I think that's a good one. A lot of people don't just understand that some of these things you just need to learn and adapt. I think it's part of innovation.
Of course, yeah.
New things are coming, adapt to it, innovate, create, and I think they make your work easier if you know how to use them.
Of course, honestly.
So it's a good one.
Editing is much more faster these days. Just give AI the prompt, tell them what you want. If you don't like what you want, then you adjust it, and at the end of the day, getting desired result is I think is the ultimate goal. So AI is a partner in progress. I just want to believe.
Good one.
Good one. It won't replace creatives at all.
Good one. It's good to hear that. It's good to hear that. So we'll move on to something I consider very important.
Okay.
Which is the challenges that are peculiar with your industry, your photography industry, and the storytelling kind of job that you do. So this is where the point I want to make here is, what are those challenges that you think is peculiar with this industry, both as it affects practitioners in the industry and as it can affect new entrants into the industry? The challenges, general challenges that you feel is peculiar, to that industry.
So, firstly, the creative industry is a very capital-intensive industry. To majority of us, I would say majority of creatives now who are well established, majority of them started humbly. If I want to use that word, majority of them started humbly. At the beginning, it wasn't all that rosy. We had to do a lot of manipulations here and there, but today things are a bit much more easier. But still, on that, the environment too is not it's really not too conducive for us, because you have to spend a lot to get your gears. Then electricity is another issue in this country. You need stable light to be able to work. You understand, like that. So the gas are very, very expensive. And then the human factors too. So virtually everywhere now there are mobile phones, and everyone is armed with a camera. So everybody believes they are all photographers. So sometimes when you are doing your projects, and especially when you are in the lifestyle industry, and you're doing your project, you see everybody bringing out their cameras, and nobody recognizes that there's a major guy there who needs to document this event in a very, very professional way. So everybody is dragging space with you. So that's also part of the challenges. And the Nigeria factor is actually a very, very huge one too. But we still navigate it. Personally, for me, I've come a long way. I've put in about 14 years now into this industry, I've scaled through many challenges, and we are here today. Thank God.
Yeah, good one. I think challenges are part of life.
Of course.
So it's actually good that you recognize these challenges are very peculiar with your industry. And I think in recognizing them, there could be solutions to some of the challenges. But every industry has their peculiar challenges.
Definitely.
It's all good. Well done. At least, despite the challenges, people still get to do what they have to do, and they still deliver.
Yeah.
Which is why I give it to Nigerians, because we are very resilient people.
Very, very.
Well done.
Very.
So, what would take the last but not least question, and this has to do with advice. The advice you have for young professionals, young creatives that are looking forward to venturing into photography, storytelling lines, and all that. So I'll ask by saying this: for aspiring creatives who look up, to your journey, what mindset or daily practices do you think they need to, cultivate, and that would, be essential in building a lasting creative legacy?
Well, in spite of the challenges, I'll say, one, you have to be very, very consistent. Consistency will push you a long way. Just keep showing up. In spite of the challenges, don't give up, because it's a very, very challenging industry. It's capital intensive. Camera gears are very, very expensive right now for you to be able to get the best result and world-class standards. So consistency, you have to keep learning. You can't stop learning. You have to keep learning, because every day new things are coming out, new technologies, new styles, new softwares are coming up. So you can't afford to be behind. So you have to keep on learning, keep showing up. You have to keep showing up, and you have to develop character too, because in this land of business, character is everything. Character is everything. You can't. So there are some events that are just once in a lifetime for some people. So you need them to introduce you to other people. And if you are not in character, if you don't have the good character, nobody will recommend you to other people. Like I said earlier, I entered Lagos with zero clients. I had nobody. My first wedding was for my cousin. But today I have shot over 500 events. I'm able to say I've shot over 1,000 events in Lagos, and majority of them I've never met them before. But character will take you higher. No matter your skills, no matter how good you are, no matter how creative you are, if you are not in character, you will go nowhere. You will fall. You will just be alone. So be consistent, always show up, keep learning, and integrity. Integrity, let it be your watchword. You have to be, in this line of business, integrity matters a lot. So people will trust you with their events, people will trust you with their projects, they will trust you with their money. You can't afford to mess up. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's a good one. So, to the young creatives, I hope you all know what this means. Oluwagbemiga has highlighted some of the very important attributes of a successful creative practitioner. Things that you need to imbibe, cultures that you need to get acquainted with so that you can be relevant in the industry. You have to be consistent, you have to be in character, and you have to display a high level of integrity if you plan to really go far in the industry. So this will be all for today's episode of Style to Success. Thank you so much, Gbenga, for coming to Style to Success.
Thank you for having me.
We appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. What an incredible conversation with Oluwagbemiga Ninola, a creative mind proving that art and technology aren't opposites, but partners in innovation. From his early beginnings to leading December Media, Oluwagbemiga continues to redefine what it means to tell stories that inspire. Thank you for joining us on Style to Success. Don't forget to follow us on all platforms for more stories of vision, growth, and transformation. Until next time, keep creating, keep evolving, and keep walking your path from style to success. Bye for now.
Again, my name is Dr. Edward Bush, one of the co-founders and president-elect of AMEN. That stands for the African American Male Education Network and Development. I want to give a big up and a big shout out to the Achievement Channel for all the great work that you're doing, motivating and inspiring the young people of Nigeria. Keep up the outstanding work, Achievement Channel.
I'm Herb English. I am the president of the African American Male Education Network. Big shout out to the Achievement Channel. Really appreciate all the work that you're doing here and abroad. Thank you so much.
day and welcome to Achievement News right on the Achievement Channel, Nigeria's first 100% motivational television. My name is Comfort Idongise Basi, your guide through the stories of triumph, innovation, and positive impact shaping our world. Broadcasting live from our School of Eloquence studio in Ikoyi, Lagos, we bring you news that truly inspires. At Achievement News, we believe in celebrating human ingenuity, resilience, and the relentless pursuit of progress. We sift through the headlines to bring you the breakthroughs, the milestones, and the uplifting narratives that prove possibilities abound and true achievement is within reach for everyone. Our planet's precious oceans are getting more protection, marking a massive win for global conservation. In recent weeks, 10 new marine reserves have been announced worldwide, including a significant 3,800 square kilometer area in Colombia and increased protected sea zones in Portugal. Most notably, the African nation of Sao Tome and Principe has established 8 new marine protected areas, and it is a truly inspiring step in environmental action. And here in Nigeria, a positive conservation story as a rare chimpanzee population was recently captured on video for the first time in our very own Ise Forest Conservation Area, a testament to local efforts. The health of our planet is in our hands. Every small act of conservation, from responsible waste disposal to supporting eco-friendly initiatives, contributes to a healthier, more vibrant world for all. We see possibilities. Right here in Nigeria, innovation is rising to meet the challenge of environmental sustainability. The Felicia and Lawrence Omiunu Environmental Sustainability Grant has launched, offering vital financial support and expert backing to individuals and organizations developing groundbreaking solutions for plastic pollution. This $1,000 grant aims to foster local creativity and empower homegrown innovations that can effectively tackle the pervasive issue of plastic waste, contributing to a cleaner, healthier environment across our communities. Every local problem holds the seed of a local solution. Be the innovator in your community, turning challenges into opportunities for cleaner, more sustainable living. We see possibilities.
Do you feel terrified when speaking before a group? Are you stressed when asked to present? Do you bore people when speaking? Are you stuck with reading word for word? How do you give a speech with polish? Learn how at the School of Eloquence,
the home of public speaking. Attend our practical coaching in public speaking. Call 0802-303-2066 or log on to schoolofeloquence.org.
School of Eloquence, teaching the world to speak.
In a significant stride for human dignity, England and Wales are moving to decriminalize rough sleeping. This progressive move repeals an antiquated 1824 law that criminalized homelessness, marking a profound shift in approach. Instead of punishment, the focus will now be on providing support and addressing the root causes of homelessness as a social issue. This legislative change reflects a more empathetic and effective approach to supporting vulnerable populations and upholding human rights. Humanity thrives when we extend compassion and support to our most vulnerable. Let us be inspired to foster empathy in our own communities, ensuring no one is left behind. We see possibilities. UN Women's 2024-2025 report shines a spotlight on incredible strides for women globally, with significant impact felt here in Nigeria. The report highlights women in Jordan winning over 40% more parliamentary seats and new women leaders in Kenya passing impactful legislation. Critically for us, the report celebrates Nigeria's own progress in granting women preferential access to public contracts, a policy expected to open up opportunities for over 1 million women-led businesses. These are tangible steps towards greater political representation, legal protection, and economic independence for women worldwide. When women lead, economy grows and societies flourish. Be inspired by these achievements and strive for your own leadership role. Knowing your impact creates a ripple effect for all. We see possibilities.
Hello everyone, my name is Chinedu Ndugwe. If you know you are looking out for anything to do with innovation, motivation in Nigeria or Africa, please watch out for Achievement Channel.
Hello, my name is Emmanuel Zeole. Keep watching Achievement Channel for daily motivation and you're good to go.
Tune in next time for more Achievement News, your daily source of positivity. Visit us at www.achievementchannel.com and join the movement #WeSeePossibilities. That's all the Achievement News for today. Remember, every day brings new opportunities for growth, progress, and impact. Keep achieving, keep inspiring, and most importantly, keep believing in the power of possibilities. My name is Comfort Idongese Basi, wishing you a truly impactful day.
Welcome to Mighty Moms on Achievement Channel. We are reaching you live from our studio at the School of Eloquence here in Lagos. On Mighty Moms, we empower moms to thrive in every aspect of their lives. I'm your host, Sarah Roberts, and today we'll be diving into a topic every busy mom can relate to: health and wellness. It's easy to get lost in the demands of motherhood, but thriving as a busy mom is all about balance. And who better to help us navigate this than our guest today, Vandana Kaushal. Vandana, we are so happy to have you on the show today. You're welcome. You have an incredibly inspiring story from starting as a lecturer in India to becoming a wellness and beauty expert here in Nigeria. Can you share a little bit of your journey with us and what spurred you or inspired you to move from academia to beauty and wellness?
Thank you, Sarah. So yes, I am a beauty and wellness coach as well. I would say my journey has been transformative, really, from academia to wellness and beauty industry. It's not that I enjoyed being a lecturer, and that was quite fulfilling to me, but at the same time I had that strong urge of making difference in people's life, and I wanted to touch their lives directly, which beauty and wellness industry actually helped me a lot to do that. So when we do transformations on people directly, we can see that smile through the mirror, and that's like heavenly for us. So yes, it has been quite transformative. I enjoyed that part, but this one is a passion for me, and it has been through, now we are 4 in number of branches in Nigeria, and still thinking of making more and keep on thriving on this and keep making positive differences in people's life.
That's great. You've been in Nigeria for over 19 years.
Yes.
And of course, there will always be challenges. Can you tell us a little bit about your challenges when you first came into Nigeria, or when you first started your company here in Nigeria? What were those challenges that you face?
Moving to Nigeria offered an incredible opportunity for my business. When we moved in, at that moment, there were not many expats who were doing beauty and wellness business, especially a one-stop shop. So mostly you would see the salons, only hair salons or only spas. So what we introduced here in Nigeria was a one-stop hair and beauty studio. That was in 2015. That was my first studio. And of course, as all the businesses, my business also came up with some challenges, and you can say this was a new community to me, a completely new cultural environment for me. So adapting to the new cultural environment, at the same time knowing my diverse customers or clients, what their needs are, how we should be working towards satisfying them. And then of course, since it was a new business for me to be navigating through those rules and regulations was another part at the same time. So, but thankfully my networking and the groups that I joined later on, it was quite helpful for me to navigate through all those challenges. So it's not that the challenges are not there anymore, they are there, but I am learning, and I have learned how to work on the challenges and make them your strength.
Great. Now, juggling motherhood and career can be incredibly challenging, especially when you have a lot in your plate, to deal with. What would you say were the strategies that you use, that you found essential for thriving, both personally and professionally?
So Sarah, this is very important. Somehow, I'm so sorry, I'm just taking a little bit off track for the question.
Please go
but
ahead.
Why I am saying these sentences are for the mothers to feel how important it is for not making them a statement in front of their children or their family that they are always available. We are humans as well, and we as women, as career women, we are trying to do something different than, I'm not saying homemakers are, of course they are also putting so much effort in their life, but we have additional load on us. So at times we try to make ourselves available and try to make ourselves like power figure or super moms. So you are always available for your children. You feel guilty of giving yourself extra time or your business extra time. So it's not okay. You need to put this mindset in your children, inculcate that culture into them as well, that not only your father but also your mother is a working person, a working human, and she's not only a mother, she's a human as well. She has her own needs as well. And the second part of your question is that how am I balancing? So yes, balancing is very important, and I also learned through going through the process. I didn't learn it at first, but yes, I also learned that balancing your work life and your family life is very important. Otherwise, you'll have only one. And of course, you don't want only one. You want your family as well as your business, both thriving at the same time and balance at the same time. So for that, you need to make sure that what time you need to plan your time, your life in a way where you are, if you are giving time to your business, it should be for your business. So even if it is 1 hour or 2 hours in a day, but you need to make it very productive so that you don't have to keep on working for hours. And also you need to see that the time that you are giving to your family should be strictly to them, focused to them, for their pleasure, for your enjoyment with your family, how to have a family time together. That's very important. For you to reach that level, it is important to delegate tasks. So earlier when I started my business, I was also very clingy and I was like, I will do this, I will do this, I will do that. I ended up having completely no time and sleepless nights. And that's what you don't want, right?
And that can wear you out.
Oh yes, of course, yes. And then self-care is very, very important. Balancing your family life, delegating tasks to your people and trusting them that yes, they can do it, because you are the one who's going to train them to do it 100% for you. So you don't have to worry, you need to trust them. Give time to yourself, because you are the most important person who's balancing both. So if you yourself are not balanced and happy, you cannot take care of both.
We'll go on a short break. Please stay tuned.
Motherhood is a transformative journey that shapes our children and us. It's filled with joy, challenges, and profound growth. Today, we honor the unsung heroes, our mothers, whose love and dedication lay the foundation for our achievements. Motherhood teaches resilience, the strength to wake up each day with purpose, despite sleepless nights. This resilience empowers us to overcome obstacles and reach our goals. It fosters creativity and problem solving. From soothing a crying baby to managing a household, mothers develop invaluable skills that drive success in ever-changing environments. Today, we celebrate every mother who has doubted herself yet continues to push forward. Your love, sacrifices, and commitment are the true markers of success. You are the heartbeat of your family, and your influence reaches far beyond your home. Today, to all the mothers watching, remember this: your journey, filled with love and perseverance, is the foundation of all-round achievements. You are raising the next generation of dreamers, leaders, and innovators. Your role is powerful.
Are you in governance?
You need public speaking.
Are you in business?
You need public speaking.
Are you a professional?
You need public speaking.
Learn how to overcome nervousness and speak with confidence before any audience at the School of Eloquence, the home of public speaking.
Attend our practical and training one-on-one coaching with West Africa's only certified speaking professional in Lagos and Abuja.
Call 0802 3032 066. Log on to schoolofeloquence.org. School of Eloquence,
teaching the world to speak.
Welcome back to Mighty Moms. Vandana, of course we know that wellness is not about beauty or the physical alone. It includes the mental and the emotional well-being. Now, for those moms who often feel overwhelmed, what wellness and beauty tips would you want to recommend to them?
Yes, Sarah. So I just mentioned one part of it to you, that self-care is very important. Now that self-care doesn't mean you have to take out 1 hour in a day for yourself every single day. But yes, maybe you should have some small daily routines for yourself. Like I am very particular about gymming. That gives me peace of mind, and it also gives me energy for the whole day for me to keep on going with my work, with my family, with my friends and all. So maybe you find your passion into maybe gymming, so you can do that, or maybe 15 minutes of walk every single day, a session of meditation for 15 minutes, or maybe breathing exercise or yoga might help you, or maybe go catch a cup of coffee with your girlfriends, you know, because girls therapy is also a therapy, and it makes a lot of positive difference in your life. So what happens is, most of the times we moms, we think that if we take that time out, we are not guilty. Yeah, exactly. So that guilt shouldn't be there. You need that for yourself, for your well-being, for your mental wellness as well. So imagine if you are not satisfied and happy, of course physically and mentally you can't do well. So it is important for you to take little time out. Just keep it separately for yourself and tell them, this is 15 minutes for myself. Maybe that time alone, even if you don't need anything, just sit alone. All those thoughts, you know, the waves of thoughts will make a lot of positive sense to you. So many questions you will have that you will get sorted in that time. So yes, for your mental wellness, your physical wellness, your well-being, it is important to have some time for yourself only.
Great. Earlier on, you spoke about support system from your organizations. Support system is very, very key and vital for a busy mom to thrive. Now, what role have your community played? Maybe the organizations you belong to, like WIMBIS, ANW, BN, and so on in Nigeria, and your Indian Women's Association back home. What role have they played in your wellness journey?
They have really supported me in terms of mentorship, in terms of advising, in terms of networking. So for us women, it is important for us to be connected to our own people. I call them my own people. So WIMBIS, wherever you can see females thriving, is what makes you so passionate about your own love as well, your love for your profession especially. And at times, till date also, I don't have the answers to all the questions. And it is not that after running your business for 10 years, you will be all sorted. We are humans, we can never be all sorted. So all those questions, if you have a mentor, you have IW as an Indian Women Association, WIMBIS, you get mentors there, you get to network there, you get a lot of support from them where you feel like empowered. And you know that, okay, if something is coming up in front of you, you can still get over it, and you know how to go about it.
So it encourages you to move on.
Oh yes, yes. So in terms of my business, my profession and my personal life, they have been a biggest part of my life. And I really thank you to WIMBIS and Indian Women Association for being supportive to me always.
Great. Thank you so much. Now, Vandana, I find it so difficult to wrap my mind around your looks. It's, you know, if I'm feeling like this, how would others feel? Now, being a professional that handles different businesses, different business hubs from different locations, you look like this. Can you tell us briefly how you unwind, please?
Sure. As I mentioned earlier, that I take self-care very seriously. Very seriously means very seriously, Sarah. Trust me, any single day when I'm not feeling okay, I might not put up myself together the way I am looking right now, and I will feel even more sick. Yeah, so for me to feel energetic, that boost of confidence is in me. It is very important for me to, paint some makeup, put a nice outfit on, do my nails and all. It gives me confidence and energy to go and face the world, face my business, face my clients. If I don't look like this, what am I going to tell my clients, that I can make you look beautiful? I cannot. So for you to first look like one, to be able to sell your business is very important. So yes, I take my time, I cheat as in I do diet, but at times I do cheat a lot on diet, and I eat whatever I love to eat. I'm a foodie. I love eating something sweet. So yes, I will indulge into it I'll indulge into it time to time. And as I said, I'm a gym freak, so I try 5 days in a week, but I end up making at least 4. So always keep your goal a little higher, so that even if you jump, if you can't reach to your goal, at least you will reach close to it. So yes, I make 4 days in a week to the gym. I do walking every single day in the evening with my husband. That makes our connection even more stronger, because that 1 hour or 50 minutes, let's say, is the time where we share almost everything that we went through the day. So what he did at his work, what I did, what happened to me, what happened to him, what good, what bad. That's a therapy on its own, Yeah, so, and I indulge into spa treatments. I so love it because it is so refreshing. It gives me that boost again, if I'm feeling low on energy, it refreshes me again to go and thrive again and start my day-to-day work. So, and I love girls therapy. At least twice in a week, you will see me over lunch or over coffee with any of my girlfriends, sitting, gisting, laughing with them. And that's networking in a part. You get to know what's happening in the society, what they are looking for from the beauty and salon perspective, that what new is going on. So I do introduce new things that I know, they introduce new things to me. So in that way, I do a lot of unwinding for myself.
This sounds so rejuvenating. We will go on a short break. We'll be back in a jiffy. To a special segment, Moment of Connection, where the guest responds to questions. I just moved to Lagos 3 months ago with my husband. I'm also a new mom. Trying to build my career in a new environment has been quite challenging, and I'm thinking of quitting my job to be a stay-at-home mom. Any advice? I have very rough skin and I'm concerned about my acne. What beauty tips do you advise for a 34-year-old mom? Vandana, any thoughts?
Yeah, sure, why not? So many thoughts, not only one.
All right.
Of course, yes, it is not easy to be a working mom. But then at the same time, you shouldn't give yourself a choice of quitting. We are not the quitters, right? So you need to find a solution to your problem. And that solution should never be quitting. Of course, it takes time, and you need to also make your child know that you will be away for some time. So definitely children learn very fast, and the child will definitely soon know how to adjust, and you will do well in both. Just try and balance. When you are at home, give optimum time to your child and your family, and when you are at work, just try to check once in a while what your child is doing or how your family is going on. That's fine, and you will thrive in both. Don't worry, don't need to quit at all. The second user said that she has acne and she has problematic skin like dry skin or something. So I would like to know what products that you are using, because no matter, we always say cheaper products or high quality products makes a lot of difference, Sarah. We can't say that, you know, something of 10 naira can give you the value of 100 naira. So that's very important. And that can happen only when you have seen a professional in beauty industry. So for you to, my advice is not to just pick products from the shelf and start using them. Go to a professional, a beauty professional like me maybe. So you can come to Salt Spa at Landmark Towers, and I will advise you what you should be using. At the same time, for your acne, we have a lot of treatments which will not only heal you from your acne, but also will not allow the acne to come back. It's like reversal of your skin altogether. So all those treatments are real treatments, and I'm sure they will help you a lot. And aftercare as well is very important for any of us. So yes, home care plus professional care put together you will have no skin issues at all.
Vandana, hearing you speak about wellness and health is so refreshing. It's so refreshing. The difference between a professional and non-professional is just too wide. I, as a wellness and beauty conscious person like me, I have really gained a lot of insight from your thoughts, from what you have been saying, and I'm sure our viewers out there have also benefited from your visitation to our studio today.
Thank you very much,
Sarah. Everything you have reeled out to us.
Thank you very much for having me here. And anytime, if you have any personal questions, you can always reach out to me on my Instagram, which is called Vandana Kaushal, and you can see my all handles on that, my professional handles, where you can now drop down for me to take care of your skin issues.
Great. This is where we call it a wrap. Thank you so much. I wish we could continue, but this is where we draw the curtain.
I loved it as well.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me, Sarah.
Imagine stepping into a world where every breath refreshes your spirit. Our premium diffusers transform any space into a sanctuary using only natural, non-toxic ingredients. With quality-absorbent reeds, they deliver long-lasting, soothing scents that eliminate unpleasant odors, promote relaxation, reduce stress, and enhance your mood. Choose from tropical mango to a refreshing mountain breeze. Elevate your environment and discover a non-toxic way to improve the air you breathe. With Christian Creations, your home becomes a personal escape to paradise. Experience the freshness today.
Remember that thriving isn't about perfection. It's about finding balance and taking small steps to prioritize your well-being. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to subscribe and follow us for more empowering content on Achievement Channel. We broadcast live from our studio at the School of Eloquence. Until then, keep thriving. Be the mighty mom you are. I am Sarah Roberts. See you next time.
Ifoma Okolo, and I'm a mighty mom.
Hi, my name is Cynthia Osage, and I'm a mighty mom.
My name is Mrs. Emmanuel Efe. I'm a mighty mom.
Hello, I'm Mary Frances Nagoni. I'm a super mighty mom.
Hello, my name is Ogunmuyiwa Folakemi, and I am a mighty mom.
Imagine a world transformed by the power of giving, where every act of kindness sparks another. These are the champions who dedicate their lives to change. Together, they are paying it forward. Champions of change. Paying it forward. Join us and be part of the movement. Here on the Achievement Channel.
Hello and welcome to another powerful episode of Champions of Change, the show where we spotlight individuals and organizations making a real difference in their communities. I am Amara, your host for today, standing in for Pamela. On this episode, we celebrate 40 years of impact, leadership, and service. You are watching the Achievement Channel, Nigeria's first and only 100% motivational TV station, broadcasting live from the School of Eloquence studio in Ikoyi, Lagos. Joining us today is a distinguished humanitarian, a leader in healthcare, and the district governor of Rotary District 9111, Dr. Oluwole Kukoyi. As Rotary Club Oregon marks its 40 years anniversary, we reflect on the legacy of service, the incredible community projects, and what the future holds for humanitarian leadership in Nigeria. Stay with us as we discuss the impact, challenges, and vision of Rotary Club Oregon and how you too can be part of the change. We'll be right back after this break.
Champions of change. Paying it forward. Join us and be part of the movement.
Welcome, Dr. Kukoyi.
Thank you very much.
We're so glad to have you here. And you look resplendent, by the way.
Yeah, I'm so amazed with what you have here.
Congratulations from all of us
much.
here at the Achievement Channel. We congratulate you.
Thank you very much.
And say that you're doing an amazing job.
Well, I wish we could do better, but yes, we started from somewhere.
Definitely. All right, so let's just get right into it. So as Rotary Club Oregon celebrates 40 years,
Yes.
what does this milestone mean to you and to other members of the club?
Well, it means a lot to us. 40 years is not a joke. For a club to survive for 40 years means a lot. It means that their membership has been good. They have passed through a lot of stages. They are very mature now, and they are just poised to do much more than they have done. So we rejoice with them. We celebrate the Rotary Club of Oregon for this wonderful milestone. It's one of the old clubs in our district, and we're very, very, very
40
proud
years
of
is
them.
no joke.
It's not a joke. It's not a joke. Rotary came into Nigeria in 1961. So for us, Rotary Club of Oregon is one of the clubs that belongs to that era.
Awesome. Okay, so sir, looking back at the last 120 years of Rotary across the globe, what would you say are the most impactful projects that have defined the organization's service to the community?
Well, thank you very much. First of all, let's talk about 120. For any organization to survive 120 years tells a lot of story.
Indeed.
And let me quickly add that Rotary is the largest and the oldest service organization formed in 1905 in Chicago. So we've come a long way. And for us to survive this long journey, certain values are very, very important. Integrity is one of them. Selflessness is one of them.
True.
We've had a lot of projects that have impacted people across the world. But the one significant one that I want to mention is polio. When we started this campaign against polio in 1985, we set a goal to eradicate polio from the surface of the earth. We're almost there, 99.9%.
Wow.
Yes. As we speak, it's only present in 2 countries, Afghanistan and Pakistan. And of course, you know the reason why, because of wars and...
True.
So that is our target. Very soon, you will hear that polio is no longer a disease in this world.
We're looking forward to that.
Yeah, we're all looking forward to that, and we are going to celebrate that in a big way. And when that happens, it's going to be the second communicable disease that will be so terminated following smallpox. Yes, let me also tell you that Rotary was part of the formation of United Nations. And when you want to talk of world peace and understanding, that is United Nations. We are part of the people that drew the charter for United Nations.
Wow.
And so we still have that integrity behind us, and we also have a seat at the United Nations. So these are some of the things that we pride ourselves upon as Rotarians. We have impacted the world in so many areas. We call them the 7 areas of focus. Maybe we'll talk about them later. But when you talk of polio, talk Rotary.
Amazing.
Yes.
Amazing. And you did talk about integrity. So let's just delve a bit into that. We know that Rotary is really about service above self.
Yes.
So,
oh, I'm happy you know that.
Exactly. So can you share with us how these projects have actually transformed lives?
Well, I will speak to ones that you can easily relate to in environment.
Yes, please.
Cataract is something that is very common, especially in the old people. As we speak, we are doing a project we call Operation 1000 Cataract Surgery. We've screened over 2,000 people, and about 1,000 of them are found to have cataracts, and we're going to operate all of them. Currently, we have operated over 500, and we're going to hit our target. The amazing thing about that is when these patients come blind, they go out with full sight.
Such joy.
And nothing can be so...
Such joy.
Yeah, so it's such joy. You see them having tears on their eyes. That's what we call tears of joy. And that's what Rotary does, bringing joy to people's faces. Talk about basic education and literacy. We do train teachers, especially in these areas of artificial intelligence. I remember the last one we did, we put together a number of teachers from Lagos and Ogun states, and we taught them the rudimentary of artificial intelligence. You know, that's what's going to rule the world. So we want to expose our teachers to that so that they can know how to impart this on their students.
Wow. Such amazing story. I really do agree that, I mean, if you give someone their sight back, you really have brought joy into
there's
their lives.
nothing like it. It's one of, in actual fact, it's what I call my Rotary moment, because I've been so much involved in it, and I've seen people go into the theater blind and come out with full sight. That to me is like regenerating life.
True.
Yeah.
New hope.
New hope.
All right, so now we have delved into healthcare, right? But that brings us to our very next question. So would you like to also highlight some of the club's most significant contribution in the healthcare sector as well?
Well, another good question. I also relate to things that you can see so that you know. As a district, our star project this year is to equip a purpose-built space for the treatment of sickle cell. I'm sure you must have heard about sickle cell.
Of course.
People suffering from sickle cell.
I had a roommate in the university who actually...
Oh, yes. There's virtually anybody in Nigeria that doesn't know or have heard something about either as a friend, as a child, and also as a parent. So we consider it one of the things that will impact our society. So
Very true.
we're already building that center, and we're also going to equip it, not just the building, but we're going to equip it with modern equipment with updated technology that will even detect sickle cell in the womb. So it's going to get to that level. And of course, we are going to have partners, other organizations that believe so much in the care of sickle cell. Sickle cell impacts not just the patients, but also the carers. You can imagine the parents that have 1, 2, 3 children with sickle cell. The burden cannot be
talking about financial burden as well.
Financial a lot, but more than financial, mental, stress,
it's
everything.
the whole thing.
So that is an area where we are going to have a big impact on the community. As we speak, the building is almost ready, and when it's ready, we are going to equip it with the latest technology.
Awesome. Wonderful. Thank you for sharing that. So we'll go on a break, but we have one last question before we do that. So we just want to talk a bit about sustainability. Okay. Can you tell us about the tree planting initiative and the Planet Earth Award?
Yes. In actual fact, that is the latest of the, I talked about 7 areas of focus. Environment is the latest addition to this. And it's in the realization that we need to preserve our planet Earth so that generations to come would
definitely have something for posterity's sake.
Yes, we do a lot in that area. And what we are doing in my district, for instance, and this is in collaboration with Providence Bank. They also have an arm of the bank that deals with environment. And we came together and we planted coconut trees, in a community in Ogun State. They offered us about 6 acres of land, which we have done.
Amazing.
So apart from preserving the environment, that's also something of economic value. Coconut tree. So that's an example of what we do. Of course, in terms of that, many of the club projects also center on beautification of the areas, which again is part of the environment. I remember when we went to Rotary Club of Gowon Estate, they have this beautiful roundabout with solar lights, so that when you go there in the evening,
all things bright and beautiful.
Beautiful. So these are some of the aspects of the conservation of environment that Rotary we do, not just in Nigeria, but it's all over the world.
Wow, so much to celebrate. Okay, so at this juncture, we'll just take a break and we'll be right back afterwards. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Champions of Change. Paying it forward. Join us and be part of the movement.
Do you feel terrified when speaking before a group? Are you stressed when asked to present? Do you forget your points? Are you shy and need confidence? How do you give a speech with polish? Learn how at the School of Eloquence,
the home of public speaking. Attend our 2-day practical training in public speaking. Call 0802-303-2066 or log on to schoolofeloquence.org.
School of Eloquence, teaching the world to speak.
Okay, I'm Patrick Tommy, and I want you to keep watching the Achievement Channel. You will achieve if you do.
Okay, my name is Lion Dr. Ibrahim Jide Bello, District Governor, District 404B3, Nigeria, and also proprietor of a D Dynamic Private School, OTA. Keep watching Achievement Channel. It is a motivational channel, and of course, also very informative as well too.
Keep watching Achievement Channel because my name is Ray Chebru. Please keep watching Achievement Channel.
Champions of Change. Paying it forward. Join us and be part of the movement.
Welcome back, viewers. You're still watching the Achievement Channel, and we still have with us Dr. Kukoyi.
Yes.
District Governor of Rotary International, District 9111. And we've been talking a lot about what the club has done in terms of healthcare and sustainability and such amazing things, and how much joy they have brought into the lives of people over the past 120 years. Okay, so let's delve a bit into asking you some personal questions. We, as a medical doctor, as a business leader and now district governor, how has your experience shaped your leadership in Rotary?
Well, that's a very good question. Personal though. Well, I come from a background of medical practice of close to 41 years. Yes, and that of course has given me the opportunities to learn about leadership. I first started as the sole proprietor of the hospital, and over time it's grown to be a very big hospital with almost 200 staff. So that has given me some degree of leadership. So it has actually helped me a lot when it came to heading Rotary. But there's a significant difference. Rotary is made up of volunteers, not workers.
Working to get paid.
Yes. So that in itself means that one must devise other strategies to lead.
True.
You are not a boss, you are not just lucky to be one of the good Rotarians that can lead. Also bearing in the fact that we have over 72 clubs to lead, that again calls for a lot of tools and kids to lead well. So it has really, I must say that my background as a doctor has actually helped me in navigating the very stressful work of a district governor. Yes,
stressful but impactful. Stressful but worth it.
And that is the joy of it, is impactful, and it's very fulfilling that yes, you've been able to galvanize people who devote their time, their talent, their treasure to serving humanity without expecting anything in return. And that is the service above self that you talked about when we started. So
wonderful.
It's been so wonderful.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. So we've spoken about the landmarks and the achievements. Now let's talk about the challenges, right? Because we want viewers to also be inspired. Can you share with us some of the challenges that Rotary Club has faced in Nigeria and how you have remained effective in serving the communities?
Well, perhaps the greatest challenge that Rotary had in the formative years was this assumption that Rotary is an elitist club, that only for the rich. And some even thought it was a cult. But over the years, we've been able to disperse that notion. You don't need to be a millionaire to be a Rotarian. I'm not one, for instance, but I'm a very good Rotarian. And you only need to be comfortable, but more importantly, to have the passion to serve. That is what I think is paramount. So in the early stages of Rotary Nigeria, those were the kind of problems that we had. But like I said, we've been able to overcome that. Well, currently, the biggest challenge we have is probably, I'll call it economic. You all know what Naira to dollar is. Dues to Rotary International is in dollars. That means that to be a good Rotarian, given the ratio of dollar to Naira, you need to pay extra than what we used to pay before. So that has actually impacted a lot on us as Rotarians. Some people have found it a bit difficult to meet up with that standard, and so it has also affected our membership. So those are what I think are the major challenges that we have. Increase in the cost of being a Rotarian, and also the impact on membership. But we are trying to overcome this by letting Rotarians know that, the problem is not from Rotary International, it is from our economy, and we just need to prioritize our spending, so that we still give to Rotary what we used to give before, because we know the importance of that.
Exactly.
It is what Rotary Foundation, which is a arm of Rotary that manages the fund for all the projects all over the world use. So that is one of our challenges, but we are coping with it, and yes.
Very important, because as you've shared the challenges, you've also shared how you've
Yes.
helped people see that priority is actually what matters.
Yeah,
because we're all in this economy. We know
yes.
what it is, what the exchange
yeah,
rates
and
saying.
we know what people spend money on
Exactly.
that are not necessary. They are not. They are wants, but not needs. There are few essential things one needs as a human being. But in Nigeria, we have so many things that are called wants that are not necessary. I don't want to mention them, like the Ashwebi, for instance.
Some people, that's a holy grail for them.
Yeah,
They don't even, you don't touch that.
a fortune on Ashwebi, which actually at the end of the day is not worth it. So as Rotarians, we prioritize our spending, and because you know the value
Very
of
true.
yes. So
Thank you so much for that. So we'd like you to share with the audience and the viewers your club's vision for the next 10 years.
yes, that is very important. I remember I was writing on 120 years of Rotary this morning. And I put myself in the position of Paul Harris. Paul Harris is the guy that formed Rotary 120 years ago. And I was wondering what was going through his mind. That in 120 years, where will Rotary be?
Exactly.
And I think that is what you are asking me now. Well, I can imagine Rotary getting better in terms of management, in terms of projects, in terms of involvement in the community, better and better every time. We have what we call the action plans of Rotary, and I think that is very key to what we are mentioning now. Our ability to increase our impact. We are already strategizing on that, and improve on our reach, by which we mean how to bring in new members. And of course, we also want to engage participants in very meaningful ways. But one other strategy that we have, and I think that goes along with what I see here, champions of change. Change happens everywhere. And we also want to be, it's the only constant thing. In Rotary, we call that the ability to adapt to changes. So it's one of our strategic intents. And so I can see Rotary in 10 years getting more into the public space with more members, with more informed members, and members who are eager and willing to impact our society and to add to doing good in the world. So we must have heard about the 4-way test. That is what we use as our Bible. So I can see 4-way test becoming more and more popular in the next 10 years than it is now.
Okay.
So that it can affect processes even beyond Rotary in government. We've been selling the idea to our politicians that they should imbibe the 4-way test of the things we think, say, or do. And apparently, if everybody catches that bug, it will improve us in every aspect. So, Rotary will be the organization of first choice to anybody that wants to serve in the next 10 years.
Awesome. Talking about new people, you spoke about making it easy for new people to join in, and adapting to the changes that you spoke about when we talked about challenges. So if we have young professionals who also want to give back, because I believe that more and more people are seeing the need to give back. I mean, I watched some time ago on social media one of the people who had to just give back to society. So but these people don't know where to start. They don't know how they can get involved with Rotary, because you spoke about it, that mindset of it being an elitist. Yes. So how can young people, young professionals get involved, and why should they also consider joining Rotary?
Yes, we're very intentional about that. We are making conscious efforts to bring in the young people.
Okay.
Actually, we have categories of membership in Rotary.
Okay.
We have Rotary for the secondary school students. We call them interactors.
Okay.
Then above that, we have Rotaractors,
Okay.
who are those in the tertiary institutions, for instance, from ages 18 to 30. These are also young people. But now, even in Rotary itself, we are making conscious efforts to bring in the very young ones.
Okay.
For obvious reasons.
Yes.
They're very energetic, dynamic, bubbling with energy, which they can transform into projects and all of that. And we know where to catch them. Social media.
Social media were coming for
social media, yes. We know where to catch them. Not on traditional televisions, not on the newspaper, but on the social media. And we invest a lot in that aspect. It's part of our public image strategies to invest in social media so that we can catch the various segments where they are. And our district has a lot of social media handles. We are present on Facebook, on Instagram, on X, LinkedIn, and so many others, but these are the popular ones, apart from the websites, which we encourage every club to have. And our district also has its own website. So these are part of the ability to adapt to situations that we talked about. So we are inviting young ones. Like I said, it's not too expensive to join, provided the interest is there and provided the passion is there.
The willingness.
And we, of course, when we talk of projects, I mean, young people are the best because they still have this energy and ideas. They bring in new ideas. And they are also very savvy when we talk of technology, which they can use that to improve the processes at club levels, at the district levels. So it's an open invitation to the young ones. And that actually is the question I wanted to ask you before. So we'll still come to that.
Okay, fine. We'll definitely come to that. So one more question, Dr. Kukoyi. For those who aren't Rotarians, individuals and corporate organizations, how can they contribute to the work that Rotary Club does currently?
Yes, I mean, there are so many ways and avenues for doing that. There are things we call awards in Rotary. I mentioned that Paul Harris was the founder of Rotary. There's an award we call Paul Harris Fellow. That is for people who have donated $1,000 to Rotary Foundation for carrying out the projects in Rotary. You don't have to be a Rotarian to do that. Anybody in this room can be a Paul Harris Fellow, and they can even donate more than that, up to $250,000, and they are so well recognized for doing so. Well, at the community level, when they are doing projects, people who are not Rotarians can also contribute, be part of it, not just in terms of money, but in terms of active participation physically and all that. So these are areas where they can participate in it. And Rotary, at least this district, we also have a program, we call it a Peace Building and Conflict Prevention Program that we have made possible to the public now. We are in the second set of students. We send them to Olabisi Onabanjo University for training. It's 3-month training in peace building and conflict prevention, and it's entirely free to them. And so we are doing the second set, second cohort. They will resume. In actual fact, they resumed 2 weeks ago. We are training them. By the time they come out, they will be 80 in number. And we are going to continue to do that from time to time. So, and the idea is to have a critical mass of people who are knowledgeable in peace building. Peace is a commodity that is needed all over the world, but it's scarce and it's expensive to maintain peace. Very expensive. Or it's even more, let me say, it's more expensive to
the other side,
yes,
absence of peace.
It's better to prevent conflicts.
Yes, very true.
Than to manage it when it has already happened. That is why I want to strengthen peace building. And
that's a strategic move.
Yes, a strategic move. We started that in our district, although for Rotary International it has existed for over 20 years. And they've trained well over 1,500 people. We call them fellows all over the world. And you can imagine the good work that these 1,500 people are carrying out all over the world. So that's also a vision for the district. The more peace we have in Nigeria, the better for us. And the less the conflicts and all the insurgencies, the better for us.
Thank you so much. We thank you so much for the time to be on the set with us. Thank you for sharing with us all.
Great pleasure. Yes, I want to congratulate you for these champions of change. I think that is what we need in the world. Yes. You are doing so well here, and I congratulate you.
Thank you, sir. And we're inspired by the good work, the great work that Rotary is doing. Thank you. All right.
And the best way is for you to join us so that we can do it better.
Yes, sir. Definitely noted. Thank you so much, sir, for your time with us here.
I want to thank you and also thank the audience for being part of this wonderful program. Thank you.
Wow, what an insightful discussion. Dr. Kukoyi has shown us the power of service and how Rotary Club Oregun has spent the last 40 years shaping lives and communities, from healthcare intervention to education support and environmental sustainability. Rotary is indeed a force for good, but the work is not done. We all have a role to play in making our world a better place. If you've been inspired by today's episode, why not take action? Join Rotary, volunteer, or support a project in your community. Let's continue this conversation online. Follow at Achievement Channel on Instagram, Facebook, X, and YouTube for more inspiring stories. Use We See Possibilities to share your thoughts on today's discussion. Remember, service is the rent we pay for living. Stay inspired, stay engaged, and keep seeing possibilities on the Achievement Channel, where we see possibilities. Till next time, bye.
A new day dawns, full of possibilities. Take the first step towards your dreams. Empower your mind with positive thoughts. Achieve more. Make a difference in someone's life today. Impossibility is nothing.
Welcome to Teachers World, where we celebrate the heroes of education. Join us on Teachers World, only on the Achievement Channel.
Hello everyone and welcome to Teachers World. I'm your host David Obianyo and you're watching the Achievement Channel, Nigeria's first and only 100% motivational TV station, broadcasting from the School of Eloquence Studios in Ikoyi, Lagos, Nigeria. Today we're exploring the disruptive educator, building identity, emotional intelligence and global excellence. Joining us is a woman who is a vibrant force of nature. She is the Montessori expert, a family life therapist, and a creative pioneer who uses Afro beats to teach children about their identity. Please welcome the founder of Le Posh School and the Gen Z mama herself, the phenomenal Dr. Ronke Adeniyi, popularly known as Ronke Posh.
Join us on Teachers World, only on the Achievement Channel.
Welcome, and today again I'm here with somebody who I have known for over a decade, and if I'm going to be truthful, we met on social media. Like we had known each other for I think 6 months or thereabout before we actually saw physically, and it was worth the wait because she's the female definition of regular is boring. She's a disruptive educator, and during this show I'm sure that her responses are going to be nothing but short of your expectations or even exceed them. So I'm going to ask you, as a disruptive educator yourself, what does it take to be a disruptive teacher, and how can this help pupils be better in the classroom?
Hello, thanks for having me here. So let's talk about disruption. When we talk about disruption, it can be positive, it can be negative. So in my context, it's definitely in terms of empowerment, in terms of change, disrupting mediocrity, disrupting the status quo and trying to do something differently. In doing that, we become more creative. In doing that, we become more innovative. And that's what we need for our children, isn't it? Sure. And result. So we must be able to disrupt. We must be able to allow children to imagine, to think critically. We have to give them freedom. We have to give them choice so that they are able to bring out that innate thing that God has put into them and make a difference in society. That's the disruption that we're talking about in this context. For a teacher to be disruptive, that teacher has to be patient. Has to be very patient, because if you're the teacher that is just looking to cover lesson plan, scheme of work and everything, you're just going to be creating robots.
Monotonous.
Just monotonous. I can remember one time I told a teacher, the power is always out in Nigeria. Power is always out. So the power grid was down and there was no power, and we were using solar. Okay. And coincidentally, we were teaching power supply, energy, and all this sort of stuff. So I was in the class, I was listening. So she mentioned that the power grid is down. So I asked the children, do you know what the power grid